Hey guys, if you are in the mood for something hot and spicy, then this firecracker chicken is just for you. Made with a combination of hot sauce and chili flakes, they are the hottest things out there. So let's make some up. The first thing you want to do is grab up a couple of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And using a good sharp knife, I'm going to cut these up into, I'd say bite-sized chunks. Now, you certainly don't have to use chicken breasts. You can use thighs or whatever cut of meat you like. I just like the breasts because they are so handy and they're relatively healthy. Of course, we'll go ahead and toss these into a mixing bowl. Season them up with about a teaspoon of salt. Some ground black fresh pepper or pepper. Crack an egg in. Let's get cracking. Grab up my handy dandy wooden spoon and stir this until that egg and salt and pepper totally coat the chicken. And of course, if you feel so inclined, you can add other seasonings such as garlic powder, onion powder, whatever you like. Even a bit of smoked paprika. Then toss in a quarter cup of cornstarch just to make the chicken crispy and shiny when we fry it. Once again, we'll go ahead and stir this until that cornstarch totally coats the chicken. Then pour some oil into the bottom of your pan, and I usually fill it about a quarter full. Vegetable oil works absolutely fine, but use the oil of your choice. Just make sure it has a fairly high smoke point. So fire up your burner and heat this to about 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. And one way I can tell the temperature is stick the handle of the spoon in, and if you see those little bubbles, see them coming up there, you know the oil is just about ready. Or you can throw some flour, and if it sizzles and bubbles, it's ready. Or you can use one of those fancy dancy thermometers. Okay, go ahead and add that chicken into the oil, and you're going to fry this up until it's a beautiful golden brown. Of course, you're going to give it that TLC and flip it and turn it and rotate it as you cook along. I mean, you could even sing a chicken song. After that chicken is beautifully golden brown, and this will take, I'd say about 7 to 10 minutes, depending on the size of the chicken and the temperature. Set this aside on a wire rack to drain off any excess oil and fry up the rest of the batches because you're probably going to have to do this in batches. Now in the same pan, I've just upped the oil and cleaned this out a little bit. You're going to add in about a tablespoon of unsalted butter and just go ahead and swirl this and let it melt down. Now comes the heat, in with about a quarter cup of hot buffalo sauce, and you can pick this up in just about any grocery store. And doesn't that red blend nicely with the yellow? Oh, that's painting. Different video, sorry. A teaspoon of hot chili flakes, and you can add more if you want it hotter. Now you can see how that firecracker is starting to set off now. Then a tablespoon of rice vinegar, and if you don't have rice vinegar, don't sweat it. You can use regular old vinegar. And to balance things out, 3 or 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now we can really see things coming together because we've got our sweet, we've got our sour, and we've got our heat. Oh, it doesn't get much better. So go ahead and stir this around. Once we've reached the point of a boil, we're going to lower the heat and add that crispy chicken back in. Snag up a couple of wooden spoons and just toss and toss and toss and toss. You could even make this into kind of a game until that crispy chicken is coated in that fiery hot sauce. And oh my goodness, guys, doesn't this look edible, eatable, whatever? It just looks so good, and the smell is absolutely out of this world. Now we're going to serve this up over a bed of hot steaming rice. Now, you don't have to, but this is just the way I like doing it. You can just put it on a plate and serve it as is, of course. Then make things all pretty like by adding some chopped green onions over the top, just a bit of a garnish. And when you bite into this, guys, that sweet, sour taste just hits your palate, and then all of a sudden, that fire just wakes everything up. This is absolutely sensational, definitely a must-make. As always, if you're hungry for more, like and subscribe.